Vegas tail man, Manny Paquiao announcing that he's fighting Errol Spence. Took everybody by surprise. What do you think that says about Manny Pacquiao taking that fight with Errol?
It goes to show how much of a fighter he really is, a true boxer, and the fact that he's already a legend as it is, but that right there just makes him like an icon on a whole nother standpoint, on a whole nother level, and it's kudos to him, man. It goes to show everybody at 42 years young, not even 42 years old, he's young, man. Heart of a lion, you know, he has that eye of the tiger still, and I think with this rest that he had throughout this whole time, it's going to be a great event, man. August 21st. Good job, man, and good job for Errol Spence, man, stepping up to the plate too.
How do you see the fight, style-wise? Like, how do you think it plays out?
I think stylistically, man, it's going to be one to definitely watch. Both guys could crack, you know, we all know that Pacquiao still has that strong left that you know, it won't go away, man. And I think that even Errol Spence's team knows that. But this is great, man. It's a unification bout, you know, WBC and the IBF on the line at 147, and it's great, man. It's great for the sport. Thank goodness that we were able to have something like this year. You know, a lot of great fights are happening this year, and what else can we say, man? It's all about entertainment. It's all about the sport, and it's just to wake everybody else up, especially in my generation, the young youth right now, this new gen that we're all in right now. For myself and everything, wake the fuck up, you know. Make the fights happen. Stop talking about price range and all this shit. You make the fights happen, and the best fight the best, and then the money comes after.
Do you think if Manny shows up in the shape that he showed up against Keith Thurman, he can beat Errol?
I think he'll come in a better shape than he did in the Keith Thurman. Why? Because he did. He has that rest. He has had that rest time, and when people don't understand, when you recover your body and you take care of your mental and your body, yo, there's so much in that arsenal, in that just being there, you know, and we can see that Pacquiao still got it. He still got it, you know, and just him facing someone like Errol Spence, who is in the top 5 of the pound for pound list, you know, top 3, top 5, however you want to look at it. Good job for him, man, and good job for those that made that fight happen.
We're talking a boxing sensation, boxing star, former champion, kickboxing, former champion in boxing, now broadcaster, and he's still fighting at the highest level. Chris Algieri. Big news today, Manny Pacquiao, Errol Spence was announced August 21st here in Vegas. You had the honor of sharing the ring with Manny Pacquiao. I'm sure you know Errol Spence. Didn't you fight him too?
Yeah.
Wow, we're talking to the right person.
Right.
You gave Spence his best fight, at least in the first part of his career.
So this is, I mean, it's a surprise. It's a surprising fight. I just saw it while having lunch just now. I mean, I think ultimately you can never count out Pacquiao. I was so impressed when he beat Keith Thurman the way he did, so you can never count him out, but I lean towards Spence in this fight. I think he's just too young, too big, too strong. He's an all-around, you know, great fighter. He's got everything, and I think just size-wise and at this stage of the career, he's probably going to be too much for Pacquiao.
They're both southpaws.
Yeah.
From what you remember, where do you rate their footwork?
I think Spence has a lot of underrated footwork. He's very good as in and out. We saw in the Mike Garcia fight, he actually has lateral movement as well, and boxing skills, which I always said that. I knew that being in the ring. He actually has great boxing skills. He just doesn't get a lot of credit for that. But Pacquiao's footwork is something else. It's phenomenal. His ability to change up speeds, to break rhythm, and reset consistently throughout the fight is really what separates him from anyone else that I've ever fought. So, you know, Pacquiao has the skills, has the ability, and has the talent to literally beat anybody in the world.
Power, because they're both big punchers.
Pacquiao. So one punch power, Pacquiao hit hard.
Speed.
Pacquiao's first step is very fast, but Spence's combination punching and pressure makes up for the speed. So the punches are coming at you. It's not his first step. It's not that, but it's just him letting his hands go and staying busy.
Defense.
I would lean again towards Pacquiao. I was really surprised. I thought he was going to be much easier to hit than he was. Spence has great defense as well, but I think he gives up on that if you can't hurt him. He'll take shots where I don't think Pacquiao will do that.
Who do you think has the higher boxing IQ in the ring? Like who seemed like the ring generalship? Is it the same?
Yeah, I mean,
they're both
very
champions.
Different. It's very different. It's very different. You know, Pacquiao with the experience and, like I said, his ability to be a ring general in terms of controlling the pace is one thing. Spence is he's a machine. He's he's like the Terminator. He just comes forward, he walks through punches. What he did to Danny Garcia in his last fight was tremendous. No one's ever beat Danny like that, so that was really, really impressive.
We got a big gift from the boxing guys today. We got Pacquiao versus Spence announced. Tim, what's the chances that Manny can bring in the same form he did against Thurman? That he could come back at that level at 42, 2 years off?
Listen, I mean, you can never count out Manny Pacquiao. He's a tough guy to not root for, honestly. Even at 42 years old, man, he's like I keep saying this, man, he's the Tom Brady of boxing. He really is, man. Just his tenacity he brings in the ring, his hunger. Just not sure how much he has left. He's been out of the ring. It's been almost 2 years since Thurman, so I don't know. I don't know what he's been doing. He's just a gifted athlete. It could be his time. Maybe he can rise once again. Errol Spence is just a different cat, man. He's a different cat. He's not a Keith Thurman. Errol is big. He's strong. He's long. Consistent jab. Knows how to negate distance. Know how to control distance. His framework is beautiful, man. The way he lines up his shots, gets himself in position. He does a lot of great things. There's one thing that I see that could affect him during the fight. He tends to come back. He'll work and then he'll come right back to the center. And then Manny Pacquiao, he loves guys that come straight back in the center and back in the line of fire. So that way he can let in his straight left hand.
Is there any way he's too straight up and down and Manny can take advantage of that? I mean, we talk about Errol Spence, one of the best in the world, but, a guy that hands up, walks you down with the jab, that kind of thing. Can Manny, it's nothing he's seen before, or?
No, I mean, Manny's seen it all.
Right.
Manny's seen it all, but the difference is that, I don't think Manny's seen a southpaw this big and this active before, and this smart. So, there's always some danger when you're in the ring with Manny Pacquiao because the power is the last thing that leaves you. It really is. Manny does still have some speed. He's still fluent with his combinations. But the back end of the fight, it's going to be very interesting because Spence don't get tired. He keeps coming and coming and coming, and his volume and work and his power that he brings, bro, it wears on you. So, great fight. All together, it's a great fight. I would favor Spence in the fight, but you never count Manny out, man. Manny's a beast. Yep.
I just mean I expect he'll have some opportunities, right? Because Spence is unlike a Mayweather who was the speed will create opportunities for Manny. The speed, yeah, he's quick and he closes the distance extremely fast, meaning that he'll be here 1 minute and then he'll be here the next blink of an eye. So if you're not set, you're not ready to punch all the time, he's going to be looking for you to not be set so that way he can work.